What's up? Richie WWF here, back again. 20 years of wrestling knowledge, so I know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm here with your WWE Royal Rumble late review and WWE Raw, the Raw after Royal Rumble review. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, here we go. I have the card right here on my phone of the Royal Rumble. I'm going to go down from top to bottom, which means I'm going to go from the beginning match to the last match of the night for the Royal Rumble of 2015, which is this year. The first match up, I saw the pay-per-view, so I know what happened, but I'm not gonna go too detailed into this because a lot of people just don't freaking care what moves were pulled on, every single freaking movie you don't really need to know about. But this match, the Ascension, Connor and Victor defeated the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. First off, this build was phenomenal. Well, actually, this build wasn't phenomenal because they just threw the what's her name again? The New Age Outlaws out of nowhere. They threw them into the match. This match at this pay-per-view in like the last week of before the Royal Rumble. So it kind of looked weird. It just, I was like, what the heck? But as I predicted, the Ascension were going to win, as I knew. So the Ascensions didn't get buried, on that Raw. They got buried, sort of, like some people say, buried by the Legends, NWO, APA, and the Road Doggs. But they defeated the Road Doggs in a, easy way, I guess. Didn't really care for this match. They won. The next match we have is a tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. We had the Usos versus The Miz and Damien Sandow, or some people say The Miz and Mizdow. I don't really like their gimmick. It's getting old. I was into it at first, but like now it's like, come on, change it up, get rid of it, face them, face each other, we don't want to see this feud, this whatever it is, tag team gimmick go on for much longer. But the Usos retained after Jimmy Splash, did the splash on the Miz from the top rope. I didn't really watch this match, just that last part, and the Usos retained their titles, or they won their titles. Yeah, they won their titles back. The next match is tag team match. Paige and Natalya versus the Bella Twins, Brie Bella and Nikki Bella. Nikki and Brie Bella won the match. I didn't really care. I don't know why. Most of these diva matches I do not care for. I don't know. It's just not booked right. The hype is not there for most of these matches. The last feud I was interested in was I think Brie Bella was a champion, or Nikki. Which one of them has the titles? I think it's Nikki. Nikki versus AJ. That was the last feud I was interested in, from the Diva side. I think they need more feuds, more than just the title reign, and just the Divas title feuds, we need more. Next we had triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We had Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins and John Cena. This match was phenomenal. To me, this match was the match of the night. I said it, match of the night. Fantastic. Good wrestling skills was shown by all three of them. Brock was out of the match for a long time at the end, for 5-10 minutes. And he won surprisingly. That really surprised me that he got back up and he did, I think it's suplex or F5 to Seth Rollins at the end and won his title back. Retained his title. But to me, who stole the show was Seth Rollins. Like, holy cow, he did like an elbow from the top rope, and he also did a dive from the top rope onto Brock Lesnar, which he was on like a little. He was on the table, announcer table, and he broke the table. Wow, it was amazing. Phenomenal, 5 stars. Seth Rollins, I declare him the superstar of the week. I think he's one of the best heels besides Brock Lesnar. He's fantastic. I like his mic skills. I like his wrestling. And I like the dude's attitude. And, everything about the dude is awesome, He's a main event player now. So we're going to see how he plays into WrestleMania. Since he's not in the picture right now. But most likely he will because he has some money in the bank briefcase, which he can cash in anytime, which most likely he will cash it in at WrestleMania. That's just logic. That's when it expires, I think. Yeah. So he's going to cash it in on WrestleMania. Will he be successful? I do not know. And it's because I hope he does. I hope he becomes the next WWE champion because he's phenomenal. Good mic skills. He can wrestle. He has a nice look. He surpassed my expectations and everybody's expectations when he was in the Shield. I thought he wouldn't have been this awesome, great wrestler he is today. But he proved us all wrong, including Brock Lesnar, which I think if it wasn't, for John Cena being in the match, I think Seth Rollins might have had a better chance, of course. But I don't know if Seth Rollins kind of like ready to take on Brock Lesnar one-on-one yet. This match proved that he can, but he also needed the help of John Cena to, be able to elevate him to this status, that he was in this match. So 5 stars. I'd say this match was a 5 stars. 5-star match. What a heck of a WWE match we had. And Brock Lesnar won. That was a surprise. I was expecting him to lose. Well, not really lose, but yeah, I expected him to lose. By John Cena. Then he get his title back the next week or on another pay-per-view, Fastlane. But he retained. And the next match after that, we had the 2015 Royal Rumble. Now this match was, dare I say it was decent at best. I was expecting a great match. I don't know why. 30 men. When you have 30 men in the Royal Rumble in a match, coming out one by one, you expect this to be a good match. They had some good spots on here, like Bubba Ray. They had Boogeyman, which was surprising and scared the shit out of me. Boogeyman, Bubba Ray, DDP. He's another guest surprise. I wasn't expecting him either. But Daniel Bryan got eliminated early. Surprised and kind of frustrated that he did get out early because he could have elevated the winner of the Royal Rumble to great heights. Could have made him look good. Instead we had Big Show and Kane throwing people out like they're nothing. Like they threw out Dolph Ziggler and they threw out Dean Ambrose like it was nothing. So it kind of frustrated me that they were booked like that and they were in the last final 4. And it was Roman Reigns against those two at the end. And I have to say that terrible way how they booked the match at the end. Roman Reigns eliminates both of them. He gets like a small pop, a small pop at the end. When he eliminated them, you can hear if you listen closely. you can hear small pop, I guess, from the front row or something, you know. But anyway, then he got booed massively when he won. Well, that's when we all thought he won, but all of a sudden Rusev comes out from the ropes underneath the ring, and Roman Reigns does a spear to him. And Roman Reigns is your 2015 Royal Rumble winner, and he's gonna headline WrestleMania. And oh, you also forgot to mention the part where The Rock came in and he beat up Kane and Big Show. I love that part. That was my favorite part of the Royal Rumble. But that was even the part of the Royal Rumble. I was like after the Royal Rumble. But largely, it was in the Royal Rumble, because then Rock went out, Rusev got in, Roman Reigns hit a spear, threw him out, he won the match. So I guess The Rock was in the Royal Rumble. Weird, but yeah, I would have liked to see The Rock win the Royal Rumble, you know, because he's better than Roman Reigns at this point. I mean, of course he's always, I mean, he would have looked better than Roman Reigns at this point, because they were booing the heck out of Roman Reigns. I didn't boo him. You know, I got no need to boo him. I think he's a decent wrestler at best, and I think he can improve, you know. And yeah, this Royal Rumble was like this Royal Rumble was like I say 3 out of 5. That's being generous. I say 2.5 to 5. That's the rating I'm giving this Royal Rumble. Well, anyway, the night after, it was Raw. Not really Raw, because it was snowstorm, so we didn't really get, you know, what we always get after Royal Rumble, after show. And but you saw the interviews from Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar. I have to say, the last segment of the night with Brock Lesnar meeting Roman Reigns was phenomenal. You know, it really got me hyped up. You know, it really made me think differently of Roman Reigns. You know, maybe this kid, you know, maybe this wrestler could improve. You know, his mic skills could improve. You know, they're decent at best, but right now he got Vince McMahon writing his scripts. So I don't know what they did with that. Might have to kick Vince McMahon out. You know, tell him, you might have to get a new writer or something to write his scripts. You know, but anyway, really got me pumped up for WrestleMania 31 in March, I think, or in April. But the Seth Rollins interview and Daniel Bryan interview were very, very interesting. I'm surprised Daniel Bryan didn't win, but I wasn't even rooting for Daniel Bryan in the first place, because he just came back from an injury. And what do you expect? What do you expect Daniel Bryan? You know, you expect him to get into the WrestleMania main event with Brock Lesnar and get hurt and probably, you know, have to retire after that match. You know, because Brock Lesnar, he is a good wrestler, and some of the stuff he does looks like it can really hurt you. So Daniel Bryan just coming from an injury and doing a match with him at the WrestleMania would not be a good move by WWE and Daniel Bryan's part, because Daniel Bryan could really get injured. And yes, this is fake wrestling, but may I remind you, some real shit can happen. You know, some shit can snap, bam, in the hospital you go, man. And no telling when you're gonna come back, or if your career will be back as good or even as good, you know. But Daniel Bryan was lucky when he came back. He got all the pops he had when he was there. And I was surprised too that the fans loved him as much as they did when Daniel Bryan was wrestling. And when he came back, you know, he got all the massive pops, you know. And I heard somewhere on the dirt sheets or whatever that Vince McMahon was impressed about that. And that's phenomenal, because yeah, so that's my review for for Royal Rumble and WWE Raw. Subscribe.